Hi there, my name is Szycrotic, and if you clicked on this video, you're probably interested in voice training, so let's talk about it. Also, stick to the end of the video if you want to see how I voice train and my voice training routine that I do every single day. Okay, I understand as a trans person, especially trans femme, voice training is something that a lot of us struggle with. I struggle with it to this day, and I understand you want to sound feminine, you want to sound like a woman, a cis woman, and that's of course understandable and very amazing that you're taking those steps. But here's something that you need to really understand and know, and that I think is super important that you internalize. Hi, sorry for pausing the video, but I'm here to promote my Twitch channel. I stream 3 times a week. I talk about anything and everything going on in the VTubing space. And of course, I answer and talk a lot about voice training or any other trans related topics. Please come by if you're interested. If you like how you sound, then you're already done. Feminine voices, masculinizing voices, whatever, all these terms kind of puts a damper on voice training a little bit, and here's why. You can have the deepest voice possible or the highest voice possible, and it doesn't matter what gender you are born as. If you are a cis woman, you can have like a super deep voice. Or if you are a cis guy, you can have a super high voice. It does not matter at the end of the day as long as you like your voice. I made this post over on Twitter where I showed off some voice progression over the course of the last year. A lot of people showed amazing support to it and said it was amazing, that they wish they could sound like me, which is insane to me, but whatever. One comment stood out to me which inspired this entire video. My fear for starting is actually having my family / in real life people not like it and tell me to change it back. That shit hit really close to home and really inspired this entire video. Having people in your life telling you, oh, I don't like how you sound, I don't like that voice, whatever, doesn't matter. What matters is you voice training, working on using those muscles, working on sounding the way you want to sound like, and you being happy with it. Last time I checked, the transition is for you and nobody else. If you take those steps and you start voice training, which is already hard in itself, don't think about what other people say or what they are gonna think about you or whatever. If you are scared how they're gonna think about it, how they're gonna make you feel, whatever, fuck them. What matters is you voice train and you get to a point where you like how you sound like, and that's it. Because at the end of the day, it is your voice, your life, and your body, and if you are not happy with it, nobody else matters. Now, it is important to me that you internalize this, that you really take that and go, oh shit, if I voice train and I get to a point where I like what I sound like, that's it. You're done. You don't have to go further. You don't have to go harder, more, whatever. Once you have it, you don't have to think about it anymore. You don't have to sit there and think, oh, I need to have a brighter voice, or I need to think about my resonance or whatever. If you like how you sound like, that's it. I have personally gotten to that point now. I love my voice now. I love this voice. I can listen to it every day. I love listening to myself. I've gotten to a point now where I talk to myself all day, every day. That's all I wanted to say. The first thing I do at the start of my voice training is when I wake up in the morning, I go, and I go, par, heat from fire, fire from heat. And that really just sets the tone for the day. It's very important that when you wake up, as soon as possible, just get into that habit of reminding your body that this is your new voice now. Not the old one, not the one you're waking up with. This is your new voice. Once I am kind of more warmed up after some breakfast and stuff like that, here's what I do. I sit down at my computer and I'm constantly listening to myself. I can listen and hear myself in my headset right now. Then I go to these 2 websites right here. And this is a piano / pitch checker, whatever. And I just hit start tune and it just records your microphone and lets you hear and lets you know what pitches you're talking in. Our goal is to go from C4 to C5. So let's get started. Here's what I do. Have a sip of water. Water and hydration it's so underrated, but it's so important to have like proper hydration when you voice train. anything above F5 is like really hardcore and not needed. And here's what you do. You then go from C5 and down. Now, if you're struggling going down like I do, the going up part is really easy, but going down is really hard. You don't necessarily have to go down at all. After that, we do the yawn, which is like this. So after the yawn, you're going to go like this. Hold the C4 note and try to talk up here when you are listening to the fucking note. Just say random words. Hi there, I am Szycrotic. I'm a transfem content creator here on YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Blue Sky, and Instagram, TikTok as well. Try to make up sentences as you go. I don't know, just say whatever. And it's basically forcing yourself to try to talk in that C4 range. And you can even tell that whether subconsciously or not, it is definitely obviously working because my voice now is hitting close to that C4. Then we are going to go with the actual vocal warm-ups. Here's what I do personally. I just go through them normally without doing anything specific. Have a sip of water maybe if you need it. And just say the phrases. I would like an Arnold Palmer at the omelet parlor. A tarantula enjoys a fine chewing gum. Snoopy was stabbed by a spear. The garden gnome has a normal sized penis. Wendy wore her wedding dress to the orgy. The human torch is denied a bank loan. The arsonist has oddly shaped feet. And that's it. That is my vocal warm-up. If you want to be a little bit more extreme with it, here's another thing you can do, which I did start doing a little earlier on, but I do sometimes still. You find one of the phrases that you like the most and you just hold that C4 and try to say the entire phrase. I would like an Arnold Palmer at the omelet parlor. A tarantula enjoys a fine chewing gum. The tooth fairy exposing herself made the child uncomfortable. So on and so forth. The idea here is basically trying to trick your brain and trick yourself almost into talking into that C4 range a little bit more, or at least closer to it. This is a super slow process and it is normal and it's expected that even though you can talk all the way up here, when you are actually talking and you're obviously a little bit more relaxed, it will be below that C4. Nobody expecting you to talk up here like all the time. And there you are. That is my voice routine that I do every single day. Now go out there, start voice training, and remember, as long as you're happy with your voice, that's all that matters.